this debate is about war, not competition. Competition is a merit-based contest in which companies attempt to win your favor with better goods and services. War, on the other hand, is a conflict carried out by force to undermine or destroy one's adversary. We will show you that the European policymakers no longer want to compete. They want to subjugate American tech companies. Voting for this motion is a simple, fact-based binary statement. Europe has declared war on American tech companies. We will give you the facts and reasons why. Now, our distinguished opponents are likely going to say, the EU's just conducting policy. They're not waging a war. Well, if you ask the European leaders, they'll say the time for policy is over. Now, the irony here, we just talked about GDPR. This is General Data Protection Regulation. It's proposed as a privacy. Across the 173 chapters of this mammoth regulation, that word does not appear once. One day after it launched, 1,000 US startups stopped serving the EU because of 45 bone-crushing regulations that cost millions of dollars to implement.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marietje. I come from Europe, and I come in peace. I thought I should repeat this with the very, very strong proposition that Europe has declared war on American tech companies. Now, I don't know how many of you have recently spoken to people who've actually experienced war. In Iraq, in Syria, and in too many places all over the world, we see bloodshed, violence, refugees, displacement, rape, and the worst kinds of atrocities that we can imagine. And I'm very glad to say that Europe and the United States are not at war. A lot of Europeans, people that I served alongside with in the European Parliament, have vivid memories of what war actually means and what repression means. I had the honor to serve next to anti-communism resistance heroes who in their own lifetime have served prison sentences for expressing themselves freely and who have been subject to surveillance by Stasi and other kinds of state intelligence surveillance. So is it any wonder that with that experience in Europe, people are sensitive, not to say allergic, to the abuse of power, intrusion and surveillance, also through technological and ever more sophisticated means of their private communications and their everyday moves?